This is the word to go, y'all.
Hey everyone, welcome to GAW TV. My name is socalval, joined by Lisa Marie Varon and Mickie James. Ladies, it's Wednesday night. It's our fun night of the week. How are we feeling?
Oh,
Amazing!
so good!
So good! So good!
You guys look fabulous. Well, thank you for joining us, everybody, here on GAW TV. That's a hashtag, GAW TV. Make sure that while you're here, you like this video. Make sure that you subscribe and click the bell icon to enable notifications so you don't miss any of our future episodes. We've had some great guests so far. We've got even more coming up and more fun to be had. So make sure you subscribe and click that bell icon to enable notifications. So also, one little thing to point out, we've been talking to a lot of our patrons, a lot of our fans on social media. We know that not everyone can watch this show live. So if you're watching on a replay, thanks for being here. But if you can make it live, we're live every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern. Ladies, you know why we're saying this. We love seeing you guys as a part of our chat room. That's like half the fun, right?
Oh, so
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
I think that a lot of our people who are watching live, even at 5, don't realize that if they click the live chat, that they can join us live in the chat room. And I get to, like, some people are just listening to it, like driving home from work or whatever else. But if you have a chance to join us live in the chat room, you just hit the live chat button. We're down there. We're like chit-chatting, typing away with our fans. And it's so fun to see their like on-the-spot reactions to some of the stuff that we found so funny within the show and that we thought were hilarious, and then that we can react with them too. So it's really great. We have some like good hardcore like community members in the GAW team chat room. That is GAW chat.
Totally.
Yes.
Totally.
It's awesome because it's like they're very loyal too. And we had, of course, like last week we had Jessica ODB joining our chat room. Melina watches our show all the time. She'll chime in once in a while. And we have
Melina.
Fashionista. We've got a lot of people that actually love the live chat portion because it's if you're not in the live chat, you're kind of only experiencing half the fun. So if you can join us live, please do so and chat with us during the show in real time. All 3 of us are there every single week, so please make sure you join us live if you're able to. But ladies, this is my favorite part of the show. We want to know who you're wearing and what are you drinking. I'm going to go to Mickie James first because I feel like you've had a bit of a hair makeover, and we are so
Yes.
Literally blending in with my couch right now.
It's cool now.
Do you like it?
Yes.
I do. I like it. I really do.
I sent you the little video of how I somehow, so Misty Bell is going to kill me. Misty Bell is my hairstylist. We talked about this before, and how you said like, oh my God, your stylist's name is Misty Bell, but she's great. She's out of Virginia.
Misty
I
Bell.
haven't found a hairstylist or colorist or somebody in Nashville yet as we're relocating. We're getting ready to close on a house, so I'm super stoked about that. So fingers crossed we'll be in it by Christmas.
It's exciting.
Please, baby Jesus, slide in the sweet little
Baby Jesus.
7 pound, 5 ounce little baby Jesus. But I went darker because usually in the fall, like I go back more to my natural shade. And I have a photo shoot coming up in New York City for what is the name of it now? So I have a photo shoot coming up, but then I realized like not only were my roots growing out, like, and I had like at least a solid 2 inches of growth since I'd seen my hairstylist last, but there was a lot of salt in there. A fair amount of
salt.
Fair amount of salt. And
That's
I was
good
like,
luck.
I don't want, and I was like, I'm not going to be able to see Misty until Thanksgiving when I go back to Virginia to see my family. So I'm like, okay, so I could just do a root touch up, but honestly, it's about that time of year where I just go back dark. But it's, as you know, like hair people, and we're like girly girls here, the amount of time and like stuff that it's taken to get me to that level of like honey caramel, like whatever that Misty has put in, and like the time she's so hot.
She's going to be pissed. She's going to be pissed.
I put the out yesterday about how I did, and then I totally missed a spot because I used a box of hair dye.
But tell us about
What
your
are you wearing
and what you're drinking.
Oh, okay. So, well, I'm drinking this, and we'll be sure to plug this later. But this is this Prophecy brand of wine. This is the Cabernet. I told you guys I went wine shopping, and it's embarrassing how empty my wine rack is now because I legit went wine shopping only for this show to go like, let me have some fun labels and fun stuff to go to as we're trying different wines. So I've drank half of them prior to us actually using them. So now my wine rack is kind of scared. It's not. It's got like 6 bottles of wine in it.
That's good. That's good.
That's a Tuesday.
Wine rack. Well, I don't do a ton of. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But
this Tuesday wine rack, you said?
Because it's his day of birth, and I let him pick out which one. He goes, "Oh, prophecy. That seems fitting for me."
Nickapalooza.
Yeah. But I'm wearing these super casual, comfy pants. Look, Lisa.
No, pocket. Look at snack pocket right there. Look at that booty.
Are those
There's
flamingos?
pocket everywhere.
What?
They're cute.
Flamingos on there. And then I'm wearing my super cool t-shirt, which is the Kelly Bell Band. They're out of Beemore, Baltimore. They're good friends of mine. Actually, Kelly's a good friend of mine. He came to see me at the Native American Music Awards and when I was performing up there. But they're a blues band out of Baltimore, and they're fantastic. If you haven't heard their music, if you haven't listened to them, if you like blues, if you like that kind of funky, like, they're so great. And I met Kelly Bell when I first started training in Maryland Championship Wrestling, and he was not only like kind of like training in wrestling. His passion has always been music. He loves wrestling, but his passion has always been music.
Wow.
He knows a lot about the business, about the wrestling business. So he even has like songs of his like blues band songs that are wrestling related.
Cool.
Maybe we should have him on the show.
And he does a lot of like really amazing work for the community, for outside like charity work and stuff. But their band is super. They're so great. Like I have all their albums. I remember I have like the legit CD album, but I have a lot of their stuff downloaded on my iTunes. So I thought it'd be like, ooh, cheap plug, cheap pop for my friend with my pockets.
They match perfectly.
Yay!
Yeah. You know, are those flamingos on the pants?
Flamingo.
You know, ODB is obsessed with flamingos. She decorates her camper and her whole outside with flamingos, and she likes flamingo Hawaiian shirts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I know way too much about you guys, not enough about myself.
What a quote that is. Lisa, what are you drinking, and who are you wearing today?
Well, you know, I have some wine, and see, I'm very obsessive. You guys know I'm OCD. Like, see, I have a wine bottle missing from the top. But I ordered my fresh fine wine. They sent me Pinot Noir, which I do love their fresh fine wine, Pinot Noir, but I'm a Cabernet girl, and the Pinot Noir doesn't fit my wine rack.
Oh.
So, so I had it's in shipment right now, but I had to go buy something at Ralph's. It was it's not very good, but of course you guys have seen this. This is making a comeback. Don't call it a comeback.
Finally, a wine glass that fits my needs.
Right? It'll be available on Poshmark, by the way. I'm going to be selling
lovely.
Because I need to make room for some more glasses. But I
can't see you. Where'd you go? Where'd you
get it at first?
Yeah. What's that Adam Sandler, like, I wipe my own ass. Remember when he puts the glass on? And he goes, I can't see you. I'm right here. So I just put a camouflage that here with my baseball caps, my slacks. I was talking to Jessica, ODB, my slacks. You like that? So old fashioned, right? I was talking to her about
chit-chatting in her slacks.
Okay, so after having Paige on our show last week, I couldn't stop staring at her, how beautiful she looked. So I went out and bought some magnetic eyelashes because she puts a lot of effort on her Twitch channel. And so I was talking to Jessica, we're all very insecure. And I'm like, well, I feel sometimes an ugly duckling on the show sometimes. We're very insecure. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Come on, we all feel that sometimes, right? And Jessica goes, I like you in baseball caps. That's you. You never wear your hair down, ever.
You look great in a baseball cap.
And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to be mean. I added the lashes, and then I just, I'm the sporty spice of the group, I think.
The sporty spice of the group. I love that. Yes. I, too, am wearing magnetic lashes, and you actually got me really interested in them. And it's, I actually put an
you're wearing them?
Story up, and I've got some Lux 3C and a digital magazine I work with article up. and it's a brand from Wolverton near me in Milton Keynes, and they are magnetic lashes from a salon called Forever Gorgeous Beauty. I love them. I want to talk about what I'm wearing, because
Yes.
we've been on a Zoom call, we've been boxing all day, blah, 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 and I don't like keeping secrets from you guys. Oh yeah!
Oh, snap. Are you serious? Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's our shirt.
Where can we purchase that?
Well, Lisa, I'm so glad you asked. I've been wearing it this whole time, and I was like, I want to reveal it. I actually am cold, so the scarf was helping. But yeah, it's us, you guys.
That's us on your boobs.
Yeah, it's
my
three
God.
of us on my boobs.
I love it. I love it.
It's such great quality. I have to say, I was really, really impressed. So I got this and the pillow you're seeing behind me, which was, we have so many great designs from Ella and Ian on our store, GAW Power. Yeah. I'm double representing. You can find out all the information. Just go to gawtv.com. That's the easiest way to get a link to our store, gawtv.com. This pillow is so cute.
And also, you said about the pillow, you thought it was just gonna be the pillowcase to put over a pillow, but it's an actual pillow.
It was the whole pillow. And you know what? Teespring, who hosts our store, the shipping is really, really quick. So I was happy about that. Here in the UK, it came really quickly. Again, gawtv.com. We've got a lot of new designs, from phone cases, face masks, fanny packs, you name it. We've got it, thanks to Ian, who is our store designer, along with Ella, who's designed some wonderful things for us as well. But Lisa, I have to mention, you mentioned Paige, and our episode with her, we had such amazing feedback on. I had so much fun catching up with her. And we did mention, if you watched, if you haven't, it's right here on YouTube, so get to that quickly, guys. If you didn't watch the episode, we did mention we were going to be on her Twitch channel. So it's twitch.com/SorayaOfficial. And if you go to that place right there, we're going to be on her account very soon. So go see what she's doing. Go check her out, because we're going to join her very soon, which we're really excited about. Right, ladies?
Yes, yes.
So speaking of exciting things, if you are a patron of patreon.com/GawTV, you may have noticed that for November, we are revamping the entire site. We've added more rewards, more tiers, and more perks for our gorgeous members. Oh, fancy. Including, we're going to do a top tier chat from our October top tier patrons, gorgeous patrons, that is coming up this Saturday, November 14th. So ladies, how would you describe our Patreon Zoom chat? It's kind of like filming GAW, right?
It's literally an episode of GAW, but exclusively with our top tier Patreon members, because we kind of run through like what a format of our show would be, right? Like all that stuff. But it's really nice to be able to get like some interesting tidbits from our Patreon members, especially the ones that are like, I feel like the most dedicated, that are watching every episode, that are watching the episode before it even comes out, because we offer that on our Patreon.
Yeah.
Be able to watch it 24 hours ahead of time, because they can give us feedback immediately, which is really amazing to see, because I think that helps us in creating a product that's really like catering towards our fans, you know what I mean? And kind of the stuff that they want to see. But it's just fun. It's fun. And I think it's a way for us to get, and we have so many Patreon members that aren't just, a lot of them are Australian, UK, America, South. I say America. Apparently, I got corrected on Twitter recently that America is all of the entire continent. So
yeah, but shorthand, we know what you mean.
But there's also Canadians in there and South Americans in there. So the encompassing states of America, all of the Americas are in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's really amazing, because everybody kind of takes that time, and we get the chance to answer some questions directly from them, and that we filmed some really great footage, and it's exclusive for them. And I think it's a really cool place and platform for them to get to just hang out with us for a little bit.
Yeah.
Totally.
And also, it's too, like, we're all in our own homes with our own background. It is like being on the show, and it's very intimate and very connected.
Right.
We don't, like, there's no one that we go through the whole chat room to answer a question, because it's a way to get to know us personally, and they're part of our show. You know what I mean? So it's so exciting.
It's so much fun. So if you want to be a part of the top tier Patreon chat coming up this Saturday, November 14th, join our patreon.com/GawTV. Even if you were not a top tier member in October, just send us a DM there, and we can explain how you can move up your membership and join us for the live chat on Saturday. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Important to note that in November, we just had a big meeting and to kind of like, we switched up some stuff. We kind of like saw what was like our Patreon members, what was catering to them, what wasn't catering to them. And so we tried to switch up our levels and our platforms and really like open it up to even more stuff that makes it available for our Patreon members and like see where you want to kind of like hang out.
And every tier is different. And we know some people are just there to get early access for the episodes, and that's cool. Some people are just there to vote in our polls. Some people are there for, you know, the top tier chat. But it's a great time to mention, thank you, Mickie, that we have created a new gorgeous tier. And we know you guys love chatting with us and doing the virtual stuff with us, which is a lot of fun. But we thought we would add a little merchandise element to it. So if you take a look at the gorgeous tier on patreon.com/GawTV right now, we are including to our top tier members a signed 8x10, yes, from each and every one of us. So we will each personalize an 8x10 for you, mail it ourselves, and send you a little personalized video while we're signing it. Something personal to you as a video shout out. That's for all of our top tier members. So I'm not sure which one I want to choose, ladies. I'm not sure if I should, where I should go, but
surprise them. I
think it's a surprise because I have a bunch available on my website. So then I thought like, ooh, I could really pull from anything. But currently, I think what I'm going to do for the ones for whatever, like moving forward for just this month of October, I'm going to do this shot because this shot you can only get on my website as a personalized item on my website. So it might be cool because it's kind of an exclusive item for the month of November for anyone to do this photo only, but then we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
I'm doing this. Do you remember this photo shoot we did? How freezing cold we were doing this, wearing wet socks and all that kind of stuff. But
we were
we were freezing, but it was a good magazine. This is what Val was probably buying because she was so into the fashion and the photo shoots and
the
stuff
diva
like that.
stuff. I love that. Well, we've got a nice variety for you guys. So again, signed 8x10s. Not only are they signed, they're personalized to you. We're going to each individually ship you an 8x10 personalized to you, plus a video shout out for all of our gorgeous top tier members as a thank you for the month of November. So keep an eye on Patreon. We always are trying to revamp it and do some polls and see when the chats will work for you, what you like seeing and all that. But we have some amazing products that I'm going to give Mickie the floor here because you sort of hooked us up here with a fabulous brand.
Yes, I will say this. It's like I know that Val, like you're like, oh, give me some pointers on like working with like some of this stuff because that's not your realm. Like you're just like I would come to you for fashion. You come to me for fitness or for Lisa for fitness. But our friends at, look at those biceps. They're so impressive.
They're like water pistols. They're not really guns yet. I'm trying.
Water pistols.
So here we are. These are our dear friends at Diva Trim, and I will say that I have run out of the slimmers. This will be the number one thing that I probably took every day before I went to the gym or anything like that. I told you guys before that I wasn't huge on like when I drink water, I drink water. So, but I will say this hydration post was really amazing.
Oh,
this in my waters. The pre-workout for me, like Nick uses this a lot too, even though it's a feminine kind of thing. Nick has used this. And he's like, ooh, it's really potent. It really works. It's really great.
It energizes you, like before you work out, it's kind of get your
get everything like firing. Yeah. But this post stuff I've really enjoyed. Because it's just more like something to put in there to get your electrolytes up or whatever. You don't want to drink Gatorade and stuff like that. It's just one of those things. I should probably take these more often. I don't take them enough. Okay. Yeah, both of those.
Lisa, you said something about, I had to ask you what CLAs were.
The protein is it's a nice vanilla flavor.
Mine are behind me too. I didn't want to start taking mine until I thought we were going to have a guest from Diva Trim on our show to kind of explain it. But now that you're explaining everything to us, Mickie, I know fitness, but there's a lot of products I didn't do. You know what I mean? Right. But yeah. But the CLAs, why should you take that more after your workout, right?
I honestly felt good after I take them, but I think that for me mentally, it was never a priority to take them. But the more research I've done, it's really pretty important that we take these CLAs. You know what I mean?
I wanted to ask you guys about it before because I know people that are watching, they might be like me and they're like, maybe they've dabbled in a protein shake or whatever here and there, but like I hear it's like these words go in one ear out the other. All the wrestlers, they always talk about the pre-workouts and this, and I'm like, it's not my genre. But when I was graciously given these products, so thank you, Diva Trim, I was excited, but I wanted to hear from the experts, you two first, on how to sort of integrate these for someone like me who's a beginner.
Yeah, I will say this. Honestly, Val, if you were to, if I was to tell you to use any of the two products, I would say
Slimmer.
protein powder.
Oh, and the Slimmers.
Meal supplement, right? Like, so then you can do protein.
Let me do it. Let me get mine too.
Yeah, because I don't eat, like I fast in the morning until about noon. So I don't eat my first meal until about noon. But sometimes like so which gets me started later in the day. So if you need like a later meal, especially for those midnight snacks, you can make yourself a protein shake or like a day thing. It could be a total meal supplement thing for you.
And it's only like 3 grams of sugar, you guys. Like sugar after like at nighttime is a no-no. It's a big no-no.
That's where we hold our fat. Like women especially, we hold our fat and our sugars, right? Like I know I love sugar, I love chocolate, I love all those things. So that's where my biggest struggle is. As far as these things, the fuel and the integration, like these particularly are not something I would say, Val, you need to go out and get these. Because I know you as a person wouldn't go out and buy these things, nor would you use these because you're not hardcore. You're not going to the gym every day. You're like, you know what I mean? It's just not your thing.
Yeah.
CLAs, though,
but I'm excited to try them.
Yeah, no, they're fun. They're really great. They are really fantastic. For me, the fuel is really good when I'm getting ready to go to the gym. But if I do not go to the gym and I take this,
you're jacked. You're like, right? Like coffee.
What do you mix it with? Water.
Okay. Okay. And the hydro, you were saying like the hydration mix.
It's like a Gatorade mix. It's like literally drinking a Gatorade.
Minerals and electrolytes. Okay.
That's pretty much what like nuts and bolts. You're drinking like a mixture of, but it comes in the little scoops, and you can just put a little bit in your water. And it goes down just the same, like in 4 to 8 ounces of water. So you're literally having like a Gatorade supplement, but just like a little bit more zhuzh than a Gatorade.
Can I tune in with that? If people don't work out, that hydration thing would be good for hangovers, basically.
Yeah.
Because when you get a hangover, you're lacking all the minerals and the electrolytes, because that's how you get a headache and all that. So for all you drinkers out there, cheers to you. I'm going to be purchasing more of this hydration.
I'm on it.
Yeah, so that's actually really, really good. I do
look at Val.
I love it.
I did read somewhere that the tequila makes it more potent.
I have an IV hooked up by my bed now.
Ooh, that's refreshing.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Did you add it? Did you really add it?
I took before my workouts, so that's why I think I ran out. I was very committed to the Slimmers because I always take a fat burner of sorts, and I have different ones that I've tried. I try to kind of switch them. I don't always stay on the same brand because I think that your body gets accustomed. Lisa, you probably do this.
Like shampoo.
To certain blends and certain brands and stuff. So I think that it's always important, if nothing else, like whatever you're on, that at least every 3rd month you switch it. You just change that thing just to kind of shock your system, just as you would your diet, but your stuff. As far as CLAs, the reason why I say I should probably take this more is because it's more for lean muscle mass, and it's more for like the after effects.
Aminos, there are aminos, right?
Right.
Okay.
It's more like the after effects. If you put all this hard work, if you are going to the gym, you're putting the hard work in the gym and you're not seeing the results, it's probably because your body's not getting enough of the nutrients and other stuff from the things. So it's holding on to those things. So then those muscles, even though they're tight and they're developed, they're just full. They're full of like things that they need to keep a hold of because you're not giving
sponge, right? Yeah.
Right. So in order to get that cutness and that leanness, that CLAs helps a lot to be able to cut down about.
You guys make it accessible. I love that.
You know, like also too, like when I was competing in fitness, and I got my pro card, IFBB Pro Fitness people. You know, like coffee is part of our diet. Coffee gets our metabolism up, just like Slimmers. The Slimmers too. You want your you know, I talk to Melina Perez quite often. You guys know that. You guys do too. And she's going to order Death Wish coffee. And I'm like, you need to do that. Before. Huh? What, I know.
We do.
Yeah. But she was like, I need to order Death Wish coffee. So she gets up in the morning, has her coffee, and does her cardio. You know what I mean? So I've been like, yeah. That's not a life coach.
My cardio too is in the morning, like just get up and get it done.
Yeah. Get it done.
Cardio. Otherwise, when I go to the gym, I'm going to do my 15 minutes of cardio just to warm up to do my work. It's not the same cardio. There's two different types of cardio, right? Like I'm not going to do it at the end of the day. I'm only going to do it at the beginning of the day, or I'm not going to do it.
Hey, you guys, I bought an exercise bike.
What? Can we see a picture of it? Can we see a picture?
It's not here yet. I've been waiting like 2 months. It's going to be here really soon. I'll do a video on it. It'll be my social.
You've been waiting 2 months? 2 months?
About a month and a half, maybe almost 2 months. Yeah. It's the bestseller on Amazon UK, and I'm going to be ripped AF.
You are. You know what? And the best time to do cardio is on an empty stomach with coffee.
C. Brooks always said that to me.
Right when you wake up, you do it, get it over with, because your body's looking for energy, and it's looking for like, oh my gosh, she hasn't eaten. Now I got to go to the fat cells to get energy, so it burns the energy from your fat cells instead of working off your food.
Yeah,
off your food. That's why you should
start on that. Dude, it's second lockdown here in the UK. I mean, I ordered this before even knowing it was lockdown, but I was like, oh, it's going to take forever. And it's coming like in about a few days, I think. So I keep keeping an eye on it. I figured it's a great time too to start Diva Trim and start a little refresh, little routine, as it were. I can't even go to the gym. It's not even open now because of second lockdown. Yeah. Thanks, Miss Rona. So, hey, thank you to Diva Trim also for, you know,
thank you, Diva Trim.
A jump start, on our fitness goal. So thank you to Diva Trim.
Yeah.
Thank
you, Diva Trim.
Mickey, you did mention that it's a sassy boy's birthday today. It's Nicholas Aldis's birthday.
It's Mr. Nicholas's Harry Aldis's birthday today. His 34th day of birth.
Yay! Is he nearby?
Well, I think that our members have like gone like, when are you guys gonna have Nick on the show, the real world's birthday champion? And so today is the day, because today is the day, and we have a very special day planned. And obviously, you know, we're here in Nashville. We have friends in the area, so we have a special day planned. He doesn't know about everything, so I'm like, should I tell him? Should I not tell him? So he knows.
Get him in here. Let's talk to the birthday boy. Yay! I'm free.
Yay!
It is Nicholas's day of birth today.
Yay!
Happy
birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Oh, we're out of sync.
Happy birthday,
dear Nicholas Harry.
Happy birthday. Here's where we harmonize. To you. Your poor dogs. They probably just.
I know. They're actually on my feet going, did you just call me? Did you call me?
Oh, that's sweet. So let's, first things first, Nicholas, Harry, Aldis, we are so glad that this is your day of birth. We are glad that you're here. How are you going to spend your birthday? What do you got planned?
Well, aside from this, which was the highlight of my day and every Wednesday.
Cut him that check.
I believe we have dinner plans.
Yeah, he doesn't really know what the plans are, but we have reservations for 7 o'clock. So here's where I go. Do you want to know in on the secret, or?
I got reservations with your ass.
If it's mini golf, you can say it's mini golf. Do you want to know?
It ain't mini golf.
I was going to say, if it's mini golf, I'm actually going to feel really bad.
You should show everyone your present you got, at least from Donovan, from Donovan.
Oh,
yeah.
It was nice. I'd say actually, it's very cool. I like getting gifts of things that I would never buy myself, right? And this was a perfect example of it. I got a pocket watch.
We're gonna throw to it.
An actual pocket watch.
We're gonna throw
and
to
it's
it.
engraved like Donovan. Yeah,
it says Dad, and you got a money clip that it says Dad on it, so it's a matching pocket watch and a money clip.
Oh my God, I love that. That's so chic.
I think all my friends and family must have flipped through the Tom Selleck catalog or something this year for because I got because I got a pocket watch, a money clip. My brother just sent me some vintage whiskey.
Oh, go get it. Go
I'm
get
like,
it. The George Dickel. I'll go get it.
and like, and I got cigars.
He had it hand delivered to the house. It was just delivered. Remember when I was foxing with you guys? And I was like, oh shit, somebody's at the house delivering, because it was a weird, like, dun, 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 dun. Like, it was a strange.
He was one of those weirdos who do the fancy.
He was absolutely a hipster, hand delivering this George Dickel.
I love that.
Which George Dickel is the other distillery here in Nashville, other than I know it's Jack Daniels, but I think
this is the other one that the cool guys like.
This is the hipster
The
brand.
underground.
Oh yeah, it's like and we only listen to music on vinyl because it sounds so much better on vinyl. And we ride around on our one-speed bikes talking about how awesome we are.
Yeah. Dickel. George Dickel.
George Dickel. You want to know who else was a George Dickel fan? Was Serge, Dixie Carter's husband.
Did he sing?
That was Serge singing
So
on.
if there was a guy singing on the TNA theme music, 9 times out of 10 it was Serge.
It was Serge Salinas.
Oh my God. I love Serge. Serge was always like in a good mood. He was always just a smiling mood.
I love Serge. We
too.
actually
I love him
hardcore country together.
Yeah.
Him, myself, and Dale Oliver. Who was
Dale
working?
Oliver.
Oh, Dale Oliver.
Serge did a lot of the music for TNA when Dixie was there. A lot of it, because he was a musician. Serge was.
That's why only the
Wrangler's
guys,
model. Was it a Wrangler's?
He's Wrangler jean.
Wrangler jean.
Man.
He was a Wrangler.
He was a Wrangler jean model.
You didn't know that?
I thought it was Oshkosh Bagosh.
I've seen the pictures.
Could be wrong.
Very handsome man. Serge
Oh, yeah,
very
yeah.
Good kisser.
Yeah.
Tender?
He likes to cuddle afterwards.
No, but we were at Hardcore Country together too with Dale Oliver. But they spelled my damn name wrong, so we got to talk about that, Dale and Serge. How you spelled my name wrong? E-Y?
With a Y?
Oh no.
Why?
Spend less time working on that hairdo and more time getting the names right.
Hey, at least they didn't spell country wrong. That could have been a whole catastrophe.
Oh, that's a t-shirt.
Quick lighthearted birthday question for the birthday boy. Nick Aldis, what is the best birthday present you've ever received? From like baby to now.
Wow.
Put you on the spot.
Besides Donovan.
I'm sorry, but when I was a kid, I really wanted. For a few years, I was really into remote control cars, and like I don't know anyone who's listening to this, if they're around my age and they grew up in the UK, they might remember the Tyco RC cars, and like every year they would bring out a new one, and I had the Scorcher, but the one I remember when I got the Python, and it was a remote control car. It was like a monster truck, and you pressed a button on the remote control, and a Python head popped up, and it shot water out.
Wow.
You put like, they had this little tiny thing of water in it, and you put the water in the deal, and you put it in the car, and that fucker, I mean, it would go like pew 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 pew, and just fire these little jets of water, and it was, I mean, I used to.
Oh, your mom's gonna be so happy when she hears this.
90s kids, English 90s kids will all understand what I'm saying, but like from when my birthday's November the 6th, and so from about October onwards, the Argos catalog was like my favorite pastime. Like Argos, quick history lesson. Argos is basically a sort of department store in the UK, but the concept is that basically they have all kinds of stuff, but they don't have like a storefront. You just sort of go in, and it's kind of like a waiting room, and you go through the catalog and you pick the thing you want, you write down the code, and you take it to the counter, and then they go back into the storeroom and find it.
Oh, nice.
But like that was the thing when you were a kid, a 90s kid in the UK, like the Argos catalog was just like, when it was birthday and Christmas coming up, that was how I was spending hours, going through like, circle that, like go through circle that, and
did you all have different colored markers that you would circle with?
No, it was just I had my own Argos catalog.
Hey. Pardon. I think ours was Toys R Us catalog. I remember that coming out and being a big
Toys R Us was a big deal for us.
The closest Toys R Us to me was in Norwich, so that was kind of a special occasion to go to Toys R Us.
Yeah. What's the other one? Smith's is a big toy store here, right?
Smith's.
Was that a big thing when you were?
WH Smith's is sort of like it was definitely a birthday store, but it's like WH Smith is a sort of newsagents on steroids. Like they've got.
Oh, sorry, no, like Smiths, like the Smiths toy store. Have you seen those?
Oh, I just thought it was
I thought you
Harrods.
meant WH Smith.
With a Y, Smiths with a Y.
Oh, I don't know.
Might be more of an Irish. I've seen a few of them here.
Harrods is the big toy store.
No, Harrods is a posh department store.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, when I was a kid, it was all about Argos, and then like, cause I mean, I was, Kings Lynn was not, it's not a particularly big town, so we didn't, and especially back then, it was like, I think our choices were sort of Argos, like, and then there was sort of independent toy shops, but then it'd be like Debenhams, or whatever, like the department stores. So yeah, but Argos, man, that was the shit. I would put in that and I would have to negotiate with my parents, like, they'd be like, it's like £80 for a remote control car, piece of plastic, and I'd be like, well, happy birthday and Christmas. Like,
Well, at least your birthday's far enough for Christmas.
The thing with Nick's birthday being so close to Christmas, it's like, oh,
yeah,
I know.
Back to back, I'm like,
I would have to negotiate a lot of like birthday,
big ones,
like
the
birthday
big
and
ones,
Christmas.
the big ones.
Well, you'll know that you're not getting a big present for Christmas as long as you understand.
Aww. That's so cute.
I want the remote control car that's more out of the life it had.
Do you guys have a favorite birthday toy that you can remember as a kid that was like the biggest deal ever?
I do.
Cheers, Lisa.
I had a big wheel and a green machine. Do you remember the big wheels, like that? They're plastic, and then you pedal in the front, you're in the back. But I didn't have a backing because I got it secondhand.
Aww.
A lot of my toys were secondhand.
Yeah, mine too. And then the front wheel was all wobbly. It was all melted from the sun. But yeah, and then that was my big, huge gift. Was like, I got a big wheel, but mine wasn't as fancy as my neighbor's big wheel, where it's brand new, and you can pull up to skid. You'll pull up this thing to. Well, I didn't have that. Yeah,
That's the worst.
I didn't have that. I would go fast. I'd go like a scooter. Let me catch up to my friends, but I was still the happiest kid ever with that freaking big wheel.
That's so cute.
Growing up in England, we didn't have to worry about the sun melting our plastic wheels.
Yeah.
Now, Mickie, can you think of your favorite birthday toy?
I know that mine was on my 11th birthday. My grandmother bought me, or got me, and it was after, we had been horse showing and training and however for years, and I'd been asking for one of the horses, or for a horse, or for my own horse. And for a birthday / Christmas, then my birthday's in August, Christmas present together on my 11th birthday, my grandma got Rhapsody for me, which was my own personal horse. I mean, she obviously, all the papers were in my grandmother's name, and she bred her several times, so she had babies that she made a lot of, she made decent money.
Yeah.
Got her money back, but for me, Rhapsody and I were like, everything that I do, like when I talk about doing like a charity or something later, I always say it's going to be called Rhapsody's Retreat, because she's at we could do everything together. I could ride her bareback. I could just go out and lay on her for hours and just chill. Like she was a bitch when anybody else rode her, but she was.
Oh yeah,
she was your buddy.
Yeah,
she was my best
friend. There was that horseback riding. My two friends had horses. In California, it was like, I remember riding on the back of this girl that I didn't really like. It's not my friend, but the trainer. So I'm riding in the back, but my heels are in the horse's groin. Yeah. Oh my God. So I'm like, I'm holding on, and it starts bucking, and I got a bloody nose because my head keeps on hitting the back of her back.
Horses are no joke.
I'm scarred from life for like riding horses. I'm like going, oh, don't touch that area. Don't touch that area. Yeah. Oh my God. But I do. I love horses. But yeah,
I love them. You won't ride them. I've tried. I rode
Casanova, but it's just like.
He rode Casanova when I walked him around.
Poor Casanova is like. Poor Casanova is like, he's pretty old now, and he's like
17, 16.
He's like, who the?
Oh wow.
But he's a stocky. No, Casanova is a beast. He's like, poof, 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 poof. I love him so much. I love riding him. He's so powerful and just like.
I don't think I've ever ridden a horse. Maybe like a pony ride at a kid's birthday, but like that terrifies me. I'm not the type.
You have to be really
I hear you have to be outside. It doesn't sound like something that I would have driven
outside.
Can I tell you?
Tell us about your first time about riding.
My most terrifying experience I've ever had was when I was doing gladiators. Like the real money came from doing all the personal appearances.
Mhm.
And like, and they all told us that when we were getting ready to do the show. They said, look, you'll make decent money for doing the show, but the real money is in the appearances. Like, you'll get booked like all the time. And then sure enough, and like up and down the country, going mostly to like malls or like I can't remember what you call them now in England. I can't remember the brand, but like you get those, they're kind of like strip malls, but there'd be like the Cineworld, and there'd be like the TGI Fridays and all,
Yeah.
And you just go and play like inflatable jewel with like a bunch of kids for a little bit and take some pictures. It was great, right?
Yeah.
And then every now and then you get like, and then like some corporate ones which were like super easy, and then every now and then you get these weird ones. Like we did one and it was one of the girls. Her name was Amy. I can't remember what her name was, what her gladiator name was, but she was quite posh. Like, she'd sort of privately educated, and she kind of came from that world, polo and right.
Oh, yeah.
And so we all get booked, and it was quite rare for like everyone to get booked for one. Most of the time, it was just like a couple of you on it. So we're like, oh, this is cool. Like, we all get to hang out and whatever. And she's like, yeah, I got us all booked at this this event, in so and so. It's really, really fun. There's going to be horses and this and that, and it's like, but they don't say like that's all we get from.
So
this
you're
thing.
Thinking, cool. I'll drink around.
Yeah, we'll just go and like
hang out with
whatever.
my friends and have some alcohol. And
So we go and show up this thing.
look at
It's
some horses.
fine, and it's in the country, and it's this very posh sort of event, whatever, and we just had to like put our shit on for a few minutes and like take some pictures or whatever, and then we just got back into our regular clothes and we're like hanging out.
Well, that's cool.
And then someone comes over and goes like, this little jockey, this little Irish fella comes over and he's like, all right, are you ready to come and ride then? And we're just like,
Hell no.
They're like, yeah, you guys are doing the mounted games.
Oh, what?
What the fuck is that? Like,
Yeah.
And then Amy, oh my gosh, it's going to be so fun. You're all going to love it. It's going to be hilarious. It's going to be great, blah, 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 right? And then, like, me and, like, some of the guys, like, looking at each other going, like, they know we're not, like, horse people, right? Like,
We don't know.
And they take us
Never
over.
ridden a horse a day in his life.
They take us over to this holding area where all these horses are and stuff. And they're going like, okay, and they're like sizing us up, and they go, okay, well, you're this big, so you can be on this one, and you have this one, and whatever, right? And then they go, okay, just we'll do a little practice, and you guys ride them around in this little this little holding field, and then get used to the horse and let the horse get to know you, whatever, and then we'll go do, and I get on this horse, and these fuckers are like, these are like serious horses.
You said the
Right.
one that yours was breathing flame out of his
His
nose.
eyes were red.
Oh God.
You have to imagine.
Smoke coming out of his nose.
Gave you a dragon, bro.
And then, like, thing was about 10 feet tall.
Was he?
Right.
And he did about tree fitting.
This is him telling me the story the first time. I'm like, because I'm super a horse person. I'm an animal freak, but I'm very much a horse person. So when I'm like, oh, I have horses, and I go, oh, do you ever want to go ride one day? This is the story that he tells me about his first.
I get on
ride
this
ever, and I'm
horse.
fucking dying.
I get on this horse, and he's like, okay, just trot him around a little bit, And so I get on the horse, and he trots around, right? And he just turns around and just comes back into the pen. And he just stands there. So I'm kind of like, well, I didn't fall off, so that went well. And the jockey comes running back, and he's like, what the fuck are you doing? And I was just like, what? And he's like, the horse, you're not supposed to let him bring it back into the pen like that. The horse is fucking with you. And I was just like,
oh.
And he's like, listen. And then he goes, he gets me and like most of the guys, and he's like, how many of you have ever ridden a horse before? And like, we're all sort of going like, and he's like, this guy, he starts going like, do you know what the fuck you've signed up for? And they're like, and we're like, no, we just took this appearance. And like, Amy, of course, is like riding around, oh, hi guys, isn't it so fun?
Hello, darlings. Get on the horse.
Yeah, I'm jolly good. And we're like, what the fuck is this? And then this guy starts going like, he puts me on a different horse, because the first one I was on was like black as night. Like I said, eyes red, like a horse of Satan.
He had it out for you, bro.
Horse of Satan.
A white horse.
The white horse.
He's a bit more chill, and he's a bit more like cooperative and stuff. And I said, so what exactly are mounted games? And they're like these
Cola.
old ass like.
Oh, is it?
So it's like all these games that you do on horseback. So it's not just riding horses, but you're like playing games while like on horseback. And they expected us to be like doing. They thought it'd be so funny to watch these like rough, tough gladiators doing it. Do you know what I mean?
Messed up.
So like.
That is.
We basically had to like
So
modify.
funny.
We had to like modify. There's like hundreds of people there. Like, whoa, yeah, like we can't wait to see it. You know.
That's so sad. Oh my
They
God.
played red light, green light.
We had to do like we had to.
Ring toss.
They basically modified it where, like the jockey.
Modified it.
This
Played
one guy.
for them.
No. I did do it, but this jockey was like explaining to me like. These are like thoroughbred horses that have come over from Ireland.
They're like warm bloods. They're like
they're right, and we've spent the whole time driving them from here to like wherever we were, Staffordshire
and
or something.
stacking them up for
And
the games.
we've been firing them up. We've been, you know what I mean? He goes, these guys are ready to rock and roll like that, you know, like that.
Lord.
You can't just get on and be
Right.
like an intermediate rider.
No.
You have to be like a
the
rider.
slightest, you know, they feel everything, right? And so it basically had to modify it to where the jockeys had to stand with them and halter them and like run up and down like with them, you know, while we were riding them. So like there's one game we
So nobody died.
This
Wow.
one game I remember was like we had to like it was like you had to ride down this track and you had like a ball and you had to like throw it into a thing. And then like it was one that was like a relay where it's like I had the baton and then you know you hand it to the other guy on a horse.
I can't believe you went through with it. You didn't just walk out.
I swear to God, me and like Dan and like all these, we're all like, and we're all just like sitting there on horses, like, you know, all like jacked up morons on these horses, and we're just looking at each other.
Can I just ask you? So I don't think I heard this part. So then the jockeys, these little 4-foot jockeys, were then
haltered them, yeah.
and running you.
Yeah, running us, yeah.
That's you know.
You
I really wish there was footage of
Can
this.
you imagine their little legs?
Did they
Well,
film that,
legs.
Nick? Did they film that?
Oh my God.
I don't know.
Well, it's funny, Nick. I know it's your birthday.
We need pictures.
I know it's your birthday, Nick, but Mickie actually told us, she gave us the Iggy and told us this story. You're not going to believe this. We're about to go to the footage right now of this event. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Let it be over.
I gotta stop doing that joke, but can you imagine if we had the footage of you just looking confused?
Oh
All
God.
these muscle heads on a horse try to look tough, and then a little 4-foot guy jockey is like running them along.
Imagine running him down the thing while Nick's just holding this ball like.
I mean, it was, yeah, I mean, I'm literally like.
Oh my God. So after that, you never really rode much again. You rode, you said Casanova once, but you're still not into it. It scarred you for life.
Around the paddock on Casanova.
Yeah.
And Casanova's like.
What is this guy doing?
Casanova hadn't really done any exercise of any
he
merit
was
for
so
like
fat and out of
months.
shape.
So like he's literally like he goes about 10 yards with me on his back, and he's like.
That's so cute. Aw. Well, y'all,
All right, I'm going.
I don't want to keep you guys. We have stuff we can talk about in the next.
Our reservations are at 7. It's 2 p.m. now.
I'm just going.
He's going.
Oh.
I've had enough.
Well, thanks for the house. Thanks for the house, Nick.
Thanks for the house.
Well, that was so fun. I know Nick wanted to go. You know, he has to listen to us hours endlessly every day talking about GAW and how awesome we are. But it is his day of birth, and so we have some fun stuff scheduled. But I'm so grateful that we finally had the real world's birthday champion on the show.
Happy birthday, Nick Aldis!
Chance to sing to him happy birthday, and you want to send it to him. He's really a big fan of that. He really loves it when you go above and beyond and makes a big fuss over him. He loves that. So I would appreciate it. He would appreciate it. But I'm super stoked, and I'm so grateful for you ladies. This has been a great week.
Oh.
It's been a great month. I know it's been a lot of madness shit going on, but I'm happy for us and happy for you to be here, and thank you.
Thank
Yes.
you.
And thank you, COVID-19, for bringing us 3 having our own show together.
Yeah.
That's a positive thing about COVID, right? Yeah, and then like and us, and then also us like reaching out to friends and wanting to be part of our show. Speaking of friends being on our show, you know, Paige, Soraya, invited us to be on our Twitch. So keep tuning into Twitch to know when we're going to be on air with her. All three of us. All three of us obnoxious girls.
Yeah. All three of us are going to be joining Paige on Twitch, and her Twitch stream is so popular. We're actually thrilled to join her because it's going to be so much fun, just like her being on our show was fun. So it's twitch.com/SorayaOfficial, and we want to give a special shout out to our top tier patrons. Again, if you're not a patron, please support our show by joining patreon.com/GawTV. But a quick shout out to our top tier patrons, to Akash, to Jared, Wayne, Tyler, Remy, Anthony, Mickey D, and George. We thank you so much for being a part of our top tier gorgeous.
I didn't even know they were going to get this month because this is something new that we just offered for the month of November. So as you can tell, put some stuff up in our Patreon. We had a big meeting about it. We talked about it, like what we thought was working, what wasn't working, what we think that people want to see and stuff. So yeah, that's so sweet, Val.
Well, hey, you know that it's so nice that we have people supporting our show, and to be a top tier member is something really special. So thank you guys. If you like this show, which of course, why would you not? Make sure you like it now, right? Like it right now on YouTube. Make sure you're subscribed to our channel. We know a lot of you guys watch us every week, but please make sure you're subscribed and click that bell icon to enable notifications so you never miss the fun that we're having here on GAW TV. Lots of love, guys. Subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
I can't wait.
Cheers. Look at how much I have left.
Like it.
Look at my glass.
It's so
man.
Oh my God.
Refill.
This is the word. This is the word of GAW, y'all.
This is the word of GAW, y'all.